Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Hazard, Seedorf gives no quarter whatsoever. And this is Ibrahimovic. Silvestre. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Messi, very much a man of this moment.
Arsenal always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
And this is Hazard. Chance for a shot! But he's left disappointed. And now the breakaway. Roberto Carlos. Messi. And it's Hazard. That is good strength. Threads one in. Hernes. Vieira. Araujo. Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Messi. Seedorf. And he's gone backward here. Mbappe receives. Big chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Hernes goes short. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Silvestre. Yaya Toure, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Seedorf. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nice interception, well timed. And this is Roberto Carlos. Oh, good line! Goal! Arsenal! Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That has been cut short. That has not gone well. Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Nicked it back promptly. Silvestre looking for options for movement. Has to go back here. He's having a shot! Arsenal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Messi. Azar. And Silvestre. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yaya Toure! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Arsenal go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Arsenal leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Arsenal currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Great chance! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Hoeneß being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, important interception. And that is a little undercooked. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
It's Sneijder!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, easy pickings there. Vieira. Hoeneß. Hoeneß. And it's Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That pass has been well intercepted. And this is Ibrahimovic. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Sneijder. Now Yaya Toure. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. He's had a shot! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 20.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Seedorf.
Good play on the left-hand side here. And here's Bale.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Number 42.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos delivered across. Rudiger gets it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Towering header! He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Yaya Toure. Messi. That has been slung wide. Tries to pass it through, and the through ball. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Lahm carries the ball down the right. Vieira. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. Can he get onto this? And here's Del Piero. 5 minutes left on the clock. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Del Piero.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. That's destined for the flank.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. And this is Messi. He has found the way through. Nesta can clear it away. That's that, the end. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A winner. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. And it's Neymar. That is good progress on the left. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and he's had it nicked away. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos finding himself in space. Seedorf. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Mbappe. Little pass back. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Lionel Messi, Peter. Now, there's a player who can make a mug out of anyone.
Plenty of examples of that, Jim.
Yeah, I remember when his former mentor was managing Germany's winning machine, a machine that had hammered Messi's side 7-0 on aggregate not too long before.
Very different story that night, though. 2 goals in 2 minutes, he was a bit special.
And a few doubts about him before the match on account of him not scoring in the previous couple of rounds. How wrong was that?
Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking to play him in. Plenty. Hones! He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And that's gone loose. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Toure wins the duel this time. And he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. He's had it taken off him. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cannavaro. Seedorf gives no quarter whatsoever. He's shifting, chance! Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this.
Well, what's he giving here? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually...
A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Vietnam restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. He's on it, can he get away? Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Messi, Hazard. It's Hazard! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Out of play for a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And that has left him in a heap. Pinches it off him. Ernest is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Vietnam really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play... Hones! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And now he has two. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
Takes a shot! And that was probably asking just too much. Neymar getting forward. Hazard, a player hoodie. So a temporary halt to the action. Arsenal are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. The second half is up and running. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos running with the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos is onto this. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Hoeneß. And it's Seedorf. Chance, surely! What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were... Oh no, this does not look good. Rudiger. Silvesh. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Seedorf is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Great defending, strong and determined. Schneider. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And he skips past his man. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
That dugout has had some relief, at least. But now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
He shifted it to the flank. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Messi with 2 goals already to his name. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Roberto Carlos. He is just caressing the ball. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Messi. Neymar. And he has been fouled there.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 21.
So changes afoot here,
Mbappe.
and from both sides.
Number 20, Ibrahimovic. Number 14.
That has been cut short.
Number 22, Seedorf.
That's a good foray he's making.
Number 9.
Looking for the run. That
Number
pass isn't the best.
18, Gullit.
Yaya Toure.
Number 4, Hazard. Number 42, Toure. Substitutions taking place.
Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nesta is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And he is... Oh, shooting chance! Off the post! Eto'o with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Wan-Bissaka. The pass is intercepted. Now it's Neymar. And here's the chance to counter. And he welcomes it in. On chance for a shot! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Messi. Hazard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Header! Goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Arsenal go up by 2 and the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Arsenal visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nesta. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Gullit. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Silvestre has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, talk about the...
It is a fantastic goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Just cruising! They are cruising! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Nice physical challenge. Messi. Yaya Toure. And Gullit! And it's in! And the headlines continue to get... And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Neymar wants to run onto this. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vietnam have reclaimed it. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
And here's Azar.
And he was quick to react. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the...
Roberto Carlos! This time, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Hoeneß with the short one. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Can he get it through? Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! The first significant strike. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
And here's Messi.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Araujo making good progress on the right-hand side. And that is a little undercooked. And the through ball. He's got away. Pepe defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Ibrahimovic aims beyond the defence. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable. Arsenal really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
It's a pretty loose pass. And they can counter here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neymar making good progress. Seedorf. And it's Roberto Carlos.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be
finish of true class. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Arsenal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes.
And they win it back again.
Just past the 40th minute mark. Ibrahimovic stood his ground strongly. Vieira. Seedorf, little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And here's Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Azar.
There will
Silvesh.
be 1 minute added time.
Now that's well seen too. Araujo, very much a man of this moment. So, a temporary halt to the action. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Arsenal are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And they're on him in a flash.
Yaya Toure.
Schneider. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good-looking ball. And he welcomes it in. Space for him to turn and look. Cannavaro proves too strong. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And it's Lam. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Silvesh. Hazard. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. Looking to play him in.
He's having a shot!
Arsenal, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Hernes currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so...
And the shot! And it's there!
And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Oh, that was never going to make it.
Yaya Toure.
Always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And it's Messi. Oh, a lovely bit of skill. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Number 42, Toure.
Vieira. Schneider. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! Played up towards the front line. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Howson makes the interception.
Yaya Toure.
Knocks it into space.
Neymar.
Ploughing through the middle. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Eto'o.
Eto'o going face-to-face with his great rival.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Can he get on the end of this?
And this is Roberto Carlos.
He slings it in.
Rudiger gets it away. And it's Vieira. Now it's Gullit.
Shapes to shoot! And it's in! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great...
Messi! Off the post.
Gullit. No way through there.
Now, can they get him away? He has found the way through. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he tries a shot!
Yaya Toure.
The man synonymous with solidity.
Lahm. And here's Schneider. Schneider.
He's in a good position here. Can he spark a counter here? Vieira does really well to win the ball there. And he's well positioned here. Now it's Eto'o. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Azar. Good running, strong and purposeful. Vieira. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Schneider. It's Schneider!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yaya Toure.
Messi. Silvestre.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Is only permitted in designated
Your
areas
reflections
within
then,
these
Jim.
grounds.
Arsenal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up play...